EquesRAYans, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see today, it's going to be a bit of a different video. I don't normally film from home like this, so this is all new to me. It'll be new to you guys. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but if you've seen my last couple of videos, you'll know that I'm actually pregnant. I'll be 20 weeks on the day that this is uploaded, so on Sunday I will be 20 weeks, which means I'm halfway through the pregnancy, which is crazy. So a few people on my Instagram and on Facebook and stuff have requested that I do Bumpdate videos. So this is the first of those. I might not do that many, but considering that I am 20 weeks and halfway through the pregnancy, I thought it might be fun to kind of talk you through how the pregnancy's been so far. So I'm going to take you through sort of from when we found out that I was pregnant up until now, including a gender reveal, which I'll show you at the end of the video. And we did that, was it last weekend? I think it was the weekend before that we did a gender reveal. With Peps, of course. We also did a photo shoot with Peps when we announced the pregnancy at 12 weeks. So yeah, let's get into the video. Okay guys, so I'm going to start you from the beginning, of course. Where else did you start? So I found out I was pregnant at 4 weeks, which is like probably the earliest you can find out. Getting pregnant wasn't something that we, just happened. We planned the pregnancy, so we'd been trying for a little while. So when I found out, I was super excited, but I was also like, oh my god, I don't want to believe it. I tried a pregnancy test first thing in the morning at like 5 in the morning, and it was positive, and I was just like shaking. I really couldn't believe it. So I told Andy at 5 in the morning, and he was kind of like, yeah, great. Like he was happy, but he was so sleepy. So that was kind of funny. And then, because I wasn't quite, I was a bit shooketh, I decided to do 3 more tests. So I kind of did, the next day I did another sort of cheap pregnancy test, and then once that came back positive, I went out and bought 2 more, and one of them was like an estimator for how long, like how far along you are, and it said that I was between, I think they said 4 to 5 weeks pregnant, which made sense. So very, very exciting stuff. Up until that point I'd actually been riding and jumping still. I actually went to the Eastminster show where Peps put a refusal in at the second fence, which Peps isn't really a refuser. Like every now and then she does refuse, but it's very, very rare. And yeah, it's just strange that she refused. I wonder if she kind of knew. I know that like some people will be thinking, Ray, that's a load of bollocks. Ooh, sorry, my language. Honestly, I need to rein that in with a kid coming. Haha, rein that in, get it? So we were jumping, riding as normal, and I actually had a bit of an incident in the field where it was very out of character for Peps, again, just like the refusal. It was maybe about a week before I found out. I went to get her in from the field, and I normally take treats with me, and I walked up to her. I hadn't even taken the treats out of my pocket or anything, and one of the ponies came up to me, and he's not one of those that come up to me all the time and knows that I have treats, if you know what I mean. It was completely like a total fluke. It never normally happens, but he came up and Peps kicked him out of the way, but she actually pushed me over, so I went flying, and I was raging with her. I just thought, oh, why would you do that? You've never done anything like that before. And again, I wonder, like, was it the treats, or did she kind of know that something was going on with me and she was actually kind of trying to protect me? Because she didn't, in no way did she try to push me over. So I found out I was pregnant, and then that happened. And because of that, I decided to go and have an early scan. So you can have an early scan from 6 weeks. You do have to pay for them because the NHS don't do your scan until you're 12 weeks. And I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but that's little jelly baby, as we called it at the time. I'm still calling it because you're not going to find out the gender just yet, unless you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, in which case you already know. So why are you even here? No, I'm joking, please stay. So that was the first time we saw baby, and at this point I was still riding. I had every intention of carrying on riding, but my family and Andy's family aren't particularly horsey. Andy's family in particular are not horsey, and sort of the family on both sides didn't particularly want me riding. So in a situation like this, it kind of gets taken out of your hands. It's not entirely your decision anymore, and I had to take all that into consideration. So I did stop riding and started searching for a loaner. In the meantime, what was kind of happening? I still haven't really had any symptoms. There's a couple that we won't talk about because, you know, you don't need to know like too much information. But in terms of like morning sickness, I had one morning where I was sick, and that was the first time that I went to see my midwife. So, a bit embarrassing, but that's the only time. And it was when she took my bloods, which normally, like, taking my bloods isn't a problem. Like, I've never been needle shy or anything like that. So it kind of took me back a little bit. But the midwife was like, "You're pregnant, it's hot. Yeah, you know, it's kind of gonna happen." But yeah, that's been the only case of morning sickness. It's weird, even to this point, at 20 weeks, I haven't felt pregnant because I do have a little bit of a bump there now, but it's still not much of a bump. Although some people have started to notice now, which is really nice, like hearing people like, "Oh, you got a little bump." It's really like, it means a lot to me. Where I've wanted a baby for such a long time, it does mean a lot to me, so that's really nice. So the next scan was the 12-week scan, and that was a really, really good scan. Like, that was the best scan so far for us. I've got a little picture here. I mean, the camera's probably not picking it up that well, but that was the first time we saw a baby, and they were actually so active. They had their leg kind of pressed up against the uterus and were like pushing and bouncing all over the place. It was so fascinating. And yeah, me and Andy really, really enjoyed that. It was really sweet to see, and you do worry, like there's no way of knowing how baby's doing until you see your scans. We also got another picture which from this distance you probably won't see, but that's baby's little head. So that's super cute. So that was that scan, and at that scan they kind of just checked that everything was okay. They checked the heartbeat, they checked for growing, and they also gave me a date. So I've missed a bit of information out here. So the midwife gave me an estimated due date, which was the 6th of February 2020, which my birthday is the 6th of February, so that was really cute. Then I went for the 6-week scan, and they measured baby then, and they estimated the 3rd of February. So when I went for the 12-week scan again, they measured baby and they said the same. So 3rd of February is, even now, that's still the due date. So the day of my 12-week scan was the hottest day of the year in the UK. It was flipping boiling hot. It was about 37 degrees or something, which I know in some countries it's not that much, but honestly here it really took it out of me, especially being pregnant. Like, your hormones are all over the place. So yeah, it was really hot, and I was really hot and bothered. But we went to the yard and had some pictures taken with pets, so I'll put a few of them in here now. And a huge thanks to Nicole and James who helped with those photos. Yeah, I love those pictures so much. I think they're so cute. So that's when we officially announced to Facebook and Instagram and stuff that I was pregnant. So that's the first I told everyone. I told like my close friends and my family and stuff. Now after the 12-week scan, I was just itching to know what we were having, and I knew the place that we went to for the first scan we had do gender reveal scans earlier than the NHS, because the NHS do them at 20 weeks, but you can pay to have them done at 16 weeks with companies like Window to the Womb, which is where I went. So I decided I couldn't wait 8 weeks. I had to know sooner, so we then booked the 16-week gender reveals. It honestly dragged so much that month. Like, I just was so desperate to find out, and I decided that we were going to do something special with Peps for the gender reveal as well. So we went for the gender reveal scan, and I'm going to let past me do a little bit of an introduction here. So this is what I filmed on the day of my gender scan.
Hello EquesRAYans, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a really exciting vlog. It's not an equestrian one, but it is exciting. So I actually haven't announced this to you guys yet, but I'm pregnant. I'm about 17 weeks and 6 days today. So I did plan on doing a vlog sooner when we had our 12-week scan done. But unfortunately it was just such a hot and busy day that we didn't get a chance, but we did get some adorable photos which I will insert here. But today is a gender scan, so I'm really excited. We're going to find out whether we're having a little boy or a little girl, and I have something planned with Peps for afterwards, so stay tuned, it's going to be exciting. Thanks for coming along with us. It's a Buddha baby.
So that Saturday was so frustrating because well, there was a lot going on at the time. Like, I was planning on moving Peps this weekend that we had the gender scan, as well as wanting to do the gender reveal that weekend, and baby wasn't having any of it. Baby didn't want us to know. So I'd gone in, we were in there for a good half an hour, if not, it felt like longer than that, poking and prodding and moving me around, like getting me to lay on my back, getting me to lay on one side, getting me to lay the other side. And they tell you to go with a full bladder to like push the baby forward so they can see baby better. But they actually said, like, go and empty your bladder, walk around a little bit, have a cold drink. So I was doing so much to try and get baby to move, and just wasn't happening. So as lovely as it was to see baby, I was honestly so crushed that they didn't want to show us, because the only time I had really to do a gender scan reveal, whatever, with Andy was that weekend, because he works the rest of the week. And the plan was go and have the scan, find out what the gender is, go and buy some balloons in the relevant colours or whatever, and then go and do a photo shoot with Peps. So we had that all planned, and I came out and I was really disheartened. I had a little cry, not going to hide that. That's being a pregnant woman for you, your emotions are all over the place. So yeah, I was really disheartened, and I had to go straight from there to the yard to sort stuff out, and I really wasn't in the mood. I was just in such a terrible mood. But yeah, we went back to the yard and cleaned some stuff up with Peppers and got a few bits kind of sorted ready for the move, which was happening on the Sunday. Luckily with window to the womb, because they advertise like a 99% accuracy on their gender scans, if they can't find out the gender scan, they do reschedule. And me being impatient like I am, I decided that I wanted to do it the next day. So they said, oh well, luckily we've got an appointment at 5:15 or 5:30 or something. So we went down to the yard really early, moved Peps, which I did a vlog on that last week. I'll put the link up there somehow. I'm not actually sure how to do that, so I don't know how I'll do that, but it'll be in the description as well. So yeah, we moved Peps and then went straight from there to go and have the scan done. And this time, baby had completely flipped. So we could see, like within a minute, we found out what the gender was, which was bizarre considering the day before. The day before we'd actually gone away, had some lunch and come back to rescan again, and it still didn't happen. So it was just mad that baby had completely flipped around and was just like, yep, there you go, that's what I am, are you happy now, mum? So yeah, got some more pictures. We got a 3D scan, like a preview of the 3D scans that they do there, so we got that done, which is like at that stage they're still so small it doesn't look like that much, but I thought it was still cute. Anyway, from there we couldn't do anything because all the shops were closed, so my plan to go and buy like balloons and stuff, it was kind of put on hold. Me and Andy had a chat and he said, well, if I work from home on Monday, I can leave the house at like 5:30, so it'll still be early enough with the light and everything to get pictures, and we can go at 5:30 and get the gender reveal done. So me and my friend Nicola, we went out in the daytime and got the balloons. I had a matchy set, like it was always my plan to do a matchy matchy reveal because, you know, that's a bit of me, innit? So I had a blue matching set, like the Lemure teal, and I had the Lemure blush pink for a girl. So we had everything set out and we knew what we were having, so we went and tacked her up. Then we did the reveal for you guys, and I'm going to show you right now. Woo! And there you have it, we're having a little girl. It's so exciting. Yeah, I'm super excited to have a little mini-me. We all know she's going to end up horsey, let's face it. But no, I'm not obviously about forcing it on her or anything, but I would love for her to be into horses and to be able to get her a little pony one day like I always wanted. So yeah, that's the gender reveal. We're having a girl. I'm 20 weeks pregnant now. I'm all good, I'm all healthy, baby's all healthy. I think that's all for the bump date. I don't really know what else to update you on because I've been fine, still feel fine. The next scan is actually next Tuesday or Thursday. It's on the 17th of September anyway. So yeah, I'll probably update you again in a few months because then things will have changed a little bit. My body will have changed a bit more, so I might be more obviously pregnant and be able to show you. I'll have my baby shower in November, so I might update you again then. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It is very different from my usual content, but my videos may go down this route a little bit, like a few more sit-at-home kind of vlogs, just while I'm brewing a baby, because I'm not really riding. I have had a few sits on her and stuff, like I sat on her on Monday, I think. Yeah, Monday I rode her. And she was really, really good for me. She really looked after me. I'll put a little video in now. I only like trotted her for literally a few strides anyway. But there's that. So yeah, she was a really good girl. She's being ridden by a lovely lady called Nikki. She gets on really well with her. Me and her have a very similar kind of riding style, I think. So it suits Peps, it suits me. We have loads of on-site hacking at the new yard, so Peps and Nikki have been enjoying that. So yeah, that's all I have to update you on. It's a very exciting time for us, and I hope you'll enjoy coming on this journey with us. It'll be really interesting to watch baby grow and meet Peps and start riding, hopefully, if that's what she wants to do. I will obviously try to still do horse-related content. If you guys have any ideas for non-ridden related videos to do with horses that you'd like me to do, please do comment down below. I'd love to hear your suggestions. I know a Matchy collection video is very, very high on the priority list, and at the new yard I'm actually allowed to free jump Peps, which I've not been able to do before, and I would really love to see how high she can actually jump, so that's something else that's in the works, but I'm just letting her build fitness again before I start jumping her. And someone else suggested like a Q&A, a little bit about me and Peps, so there are a few ideas there, but I'm more than open to more ideas from you guys. And you're probably wondering who this guy is. So as well as the scan photos, we also got this, which is a little heartbeat there. So if I press it, so that's really cute. That has our baby's heartbeat in it. Someone actually said to me that it does sound like galloping hooves, which I was like, well, that's a sign. So we got that, and we also got the videos which you've seen in this video. So obviously with the NHS you don't get stuff like that, so that was really nice. So yeah, thanks for watching. Until next time, see you later. Bye.